Hey you guys, welcome to today's video. In today's video, we're gonna be reviewing a new two looks for the winter, right, Domel?
We are doing the Slay Me Winter Slay Books.
So today we actually put to test some Anastasia Beverly Hills products as well as some Jeffree Star products. Tell us more about it. Tell us more about how you felt doing the makeup for the very first time on me.
It was it was interesting, it was fun, it was a different experience for sure. I've never seen you with a full eye. But you have a great eye for it. So, I
Right.
think we did two really different looks. We did, you know, naughty list on one eye, and then we did, very cool iridescent Don't Let It Go by Elsa.
Yeah,
So it was just
definitely.
interesting. It was very glamorous and goddess of the unicorn land in the cool tone ones. We used mainly Anastasia of Beverly Hills in the cool toned area,
Yeah.
and the Jeffree Star because it was just appropriate for him to be in the naughty list
Yeah.
for the smack me Santa Daddy look.
Exactly. We use some of their blood sugar palette. We also use some of our new that we just got
No, we just
Anastasia
purchased
Beverly Hills
highlighting
highlighter
kits.
kits, as well as some like lip gloss on Anastasia. I think we went hard on Anastasia Beverly Hills
Yes, we
today.
do like Anastasia. We used some Tarte as well for the face. We use Anastasia's foundation, stick foundation, and we use Tarte's creaseless concealer, as well as we use the Tarte Park Avenue Princess palette, which just gives it a brightening. If you wanted to use some brightening tools in there, or it also gives you a the contour. So it cuts creases. It does whatever you want it to do.
Definitely. I feel like how did you feel about the Tarte Chrysalis concealer? I feel like it's very creamy. It might not be the right shade exactly for me because it's a little bit lighter, I feel. But when it comes to the foundation, how did you feel that Anastasia did overall? I think it's one of my favorites just because it's very creamy. It goes on smooth. It's easy, really easy to apply with the Morphe brush that you had or even a beauty blender, a beauty sponge. And then we tried a couple of Anastasia eyeshadow palettes like the Subculture. We tried
Norvina.
Norvina for the very first time. How did you like them?
I did like the foundation shade from Anastasia. However, I did notice that the foundation was moving a little bit from the skin when I was trying to blend certain things.
Like on top of it, like if you wanted to like layer something on top of it, it would move, it would break.
And typically, I don't have those types of issues. I don't know if it's because, I don't know. I don't know what happened there.
And then right there, where you're using a how do you call that? Love you,
Mochi.
yeah, love you so much.
So I was trying because I was really trying to get a really iridescent feel, and we used all the palettes that we felt that were a great option for iridescence on that, winter Don't Let It Go Elsa style. I was baking under the eye just because I didn't want any fallout to stain the eye, or the underneath because we had already done the face. It's up to everybody and anybody.
How did you feel about the palette of Love You So Much?
Uh,
Tell us the truth.
Well, I would like to try certain different things. I feel like what I tried, it was buildable, but it just wasn't what I was looking for. The intensity of, the holiday season of, this super crazy icy, metallic gold, or what I was trying to go for the gold feel,
Yeah, definitely.
and it didn't give me that. But I would like to give it a try. We already have it, so I definitely think we should try more shades.
Yeah. We also tried the Ardell lashes. How did you like them?
I felt like they were good. They were a little small for your eye,
Yeah.
which is very interesting. I've never had that happen. Such a masculine eye.
Right.
But they were pretty. They were very natural. It almost looked like your regular lash, just a little bit longer, but it looked very, very natural, which was, I guess, really good for a person who's not used to necessarily wearing
Yeah.
lashes.
And you said you used some translucent powder. It was called the Derma Blend translucent powder.
Yes,
How
that's
did you
what I
like
was
that?
baking underneath your eye. Um,
Did you like the finish at the end? Like you know how like sometimes some of them made me leave like a white cast
Yeah,
residue.
I feel like it definitely has a white cast. It looked a little bit chalky um, after I wiped it off. And typically, if it's a translucent powder, they should just be neutral. Um, so I wouldn't be repurchasing that Derma blend. But to each their own, and if it works, it works. However, I think there are better options out there.
Definitely.
And if you guys are interested in, seeing what other options, we can absolutely do a haul and a test out on to see the different types of translucent powders and what works best for the skin.
Now, for the very first time, you actually tried the Clinique liquid eyeliner in black. How did you like that? Because it's very one of the popular items in their like beauty and makeup brand when it comes to Clinique, and it's one of their top sellers. How did you like that? Was it easy to apply?
I
Because it's
think
actually
so.
called pretty easy.
Yeah, I think it was pretty easy. I didn't have to go too back and forth with it. It did a pretty good solid line, which I was happy for. I
Did it?
don't know. I don't know. I think there's better things out there for sure. However, no complaints there.
Yeah, and then you also utilize this eyeshadow primer potion with by Urban Decay. How did you like
No,
that?
I actually used
You
Kat
did.
Von D
Oh
in shade
right.
medium.
Wow.
I think it worked pretty well.
Yeah.
Well, the longevity of the color we couldn't really tell
No.
because we just did it for the sake of making a fun look. It wasn't something that you were wearing all day long.
Right.
However, I felt like things were blending well. I think things were showing up fairly well as well.
Yeah.
No complaints.
And then you also tried, and we've tried previously the Bang Bang mascara by Benefit. How did you like that? Was it easy to apply on their under lashes, under eyelashes?
It was. I'm just the worst at. I get so anxious and nervous after I do, makeup to go in with mascara, and mess it all up. But it was very easy. It was very good, beautiful. Long lashes came out of that. For the Santa Slamey look, we don't. I feel like I've changed the names of these looks 20 times, but there's so many good names for them. I did not use false lashes. I felt like I was really cool and dramatic and spicy. So I wanted to give it an option of if you're not used to lashes in such an extreme look, maybe a good mascara can get you there. And I just did one coat with the mascara on those lashes, which is really cool.
And I'm a little bit curious about how do you feel about the fallout, about the pigmentation, about the application on and the difference between the eyeshadows between um, the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadows as well as the Jeffree Star eyeshadow palette, the Blood Sugar palette as well. Because I know you also utilize some of the
Yeah, on the Santa Slay
highlights.
Me, we used highlight from Jeffree. I was very happy with the Jeffree Star. I was surprised how well they performed. The eyeshadows were very on top of the eye. I did get a little bit of fallout, but it was very easily wiped off with the baking. It did not stain it. I got equally as fallout with the Anastasia. I guess I've used Anastasia before, and she does well. But Jeffree Star was shockingly,
Good.
like, it was phenomenal. Like, I didn't expect the vibrancy. I didn't expect the payoff. I did not expect of how quick things were built. And
Not a lot of fallout.
right? And Anastasia had to work it a little bit more. So definitely, I'm gonna be reaching out a couple more looks out of the Jeffree Star palette. One of my favorite highlighting palettes is the Jeffree Star because
The 24 carats.
yeah, we have the 24 carats, and I just feel like it's just effortless bling. And you can make it as soft or as intense as you want to. And with any brush, it will show up fairly well. They're a little bit more creamy. As in the Anastasia ones, I feel like they're a little bit more powdery. So if you don't go with the correct type of brush, I feel like you're going to end up either not getting a true payout out of the product, or you're going to end up breaking the palette a little bit. And that's definitely not something that I want to invest my money and break a palette because I just don't have the specific brush. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because everybody likes to apply their highlighter a different way, too.
Yeah, definitely. And then overall, in mind, what would you recommend people
What do you mean?
to keep watching the channel?